Hi and happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing today? I'm just going to wait a few minutes, see if some people hop on today. Today's topic though is release, letting go, and how we do that in real life. That can be a tough one, and we can accomplish it in a lot of areas and then be stuck in one area. But as I said, we'll wait a couple of minutes, see if anybody's going to be joining us today in the live. If not, certainly watch the replay. I will be offering free card readings again today for anybody who does join us live. So definitely type something in the comments if you would like to let me know you're there live, and if you would like to get a card reading. Oh, there we've got a couple of people. So today's topic is release, letting go, and how to do that in everyday life. As I said earlier too, hi Sarah, nice to see you on today. I will be offering card readings again, should anybody who's on the live want to do that today. So definitely type something in the comment to let me know you're watching, or if you would like to receive a card reading. As far as the card readings go, I've been having some, oh hi Sharon, nice to see you. Happy Wednesday to you too. Yeah, my card readings have been getting much more accurate, and actually I've received quite a gift in that I can actually feel the energy that you're feeling at the moment when we're doing the card reading, which gives me a lot more accuracy in my reading, because I'm able to feel actually what you have happening within your body while I'm doing the reading. So that actually just started happening last week. And so those of you who were on the live and requested readings last week were my first people that I actually could feel that energy with. So that was very exciting for me. Oh, thanks, Sharon. She's saying, please take Helen up on this great offer. That's so sweet. Thank you. I'm so happy that you enjoyed your reading. So today, though, is about letting go, how to release, and what that really means in your day-to-day life. It's one thing for us to talk about releasing and letting go of the outcome or of our desires or what it is that we want in the end. But it's a whole different thing to actually put that into play. And you may be successful in many areas of your life and then have one where you just can't seem to totally release. A lot of us, including me, that's a financial one. Helen is amazing and right on target. Oh, thank you again, Sharon. It's incredible how much more accurate I'm getting as I go on. And as you know, I haven't been doing it that long. And so to already be feeling people's energy and getting the accuracy of the readings, I am feeling very ecstatic, very blessed, because that happened, I think, very quickly, where I moved from just doing a reading to doing a reading where I can feel your energy. And we don't even have to be in the same room. My readings are done with you over Zoom, so it's distance readings. So yeah, thank you again. So financial. I was saying, a lot of us, the problem is when we talk about release, you know, I can say I surrender and give it up to the universe, to spirit, to God, whatever that higher power is for you. I can certainly say that I've surrendered, but have I really let go of 100% of the control that I have? Have I really given it over? Or have I only given it over if it works out the way I want it to, with the outcome I choose? So that's... Aw, thank you, Sarah. Sarah also says she loved the experience of the card reading. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys posting that here for others to see. That's great, because it's nice to hear from somebody who's had a reading to see how it's gone. So you know, I can say that I am ready to release all of my financial stressors, all of my limiting beliefs around my financial well-being, and I can mean that right up until the point somebody says, what if you lose your house? Oh, I didn't think about that. I don't know if I can release that much. right? And so there's all those things that we hang on to. And it's the fear of losing what we already have. And that fear is stronger than wanting even something better than what we have currently. And that is why we stay stuck. That's why we stay where we are. We would rather stay playing small, playing safe, than taking a risk that could create loss. And that's because we live in a fear-based society, and that's the way we've been raised. We're taught to gain things and to fear losing things. But sometimes, like a snake sheds their skin to get a new one, you have to move out of that comfort zone into where it's scary, shed the old way of being to become the better version of you. Christina Kelly, ooh, love this topic and would totally love a reading. Perfect. I'll set that up with you later, Christina. But yeah, release and letting go is a tough one. And, you know, again, it's different for every person what area of life they may struggle in. But for me, it's definitely a financial one, because we work all our life to gain all the things that we have. And while we can sit here and say, it's only stuff, it doesn't matter, it's just a house with 4 walls, that's logic. That's our conscious mind. But your internal words and your subconscious mind could be playing another story. And so that's what you have to be aware of. And my inner story is, this is my home. This is where I raised my children. This is where my memories are. This is my family home. And so for me, it's not just a house. When I think of it from down deep, when I really let the emotions within me come to the surface, that's what's there. And that's what's holding me back. The risk of losing my family home would be far worse than staying just where I am and playing small and staying safe. So you see, we all have those internal responses. And it's until we become aware, once we become aware of those responses, then we can start to determine whether that's a belief we want to keep, or is that a belief we want to change. And if it's a belief we want to change, then we can start working towards reframing and healing those old emotional stories. And there's all kinds of techniques that we can use to change that story. But first step is understanding that you have a story. Second step is being aware of it, and then deciding if that's a story you need. I have lost my, oh, there, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Internet connection is not that stable on this rainy day, and there's lots of wind outside, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, anyways, that is the topic for today. So if any of you are feeling that way, definitely type in some questions or responses. Let me know what you're thinking as far as the topic of release. Is that something you guys struggle with? Is it, especially it's a big one for entrepreneurs, for people who are trying to create their own business, because they don't have that safety and security of a 40-hour work week and a 40-hour paycheck. And it's even that much more of a challenge when you've left the job before you're secure with the new business. But anytime there's change in life, I mean, I'm talking finances, but it could be marital, it could be, you know, family unit, it could be spiritual. It doesn't matter what area of life it's in. It's that final piece of really being able to move forward, is knowing that you can surrender completely, and that everything is going to work out the way as good as you've got it, or better, for the highest good for all those involved. So that's the scary part, right? If we have to let go of the outcome, then we also have to be okay with the outcome being different than the story we've built up in our mind for our future self too. And we don't always get what we want, because sometimes what we want is not what we need or not what's good for us. Sarah says, I'm going to start writing a journal of letting go and putting my feelings on paper. Absolutely, that counts, Sarah. Writing it is a very, very healing part of your journey. If you can write out your feelings in a journal every day. Oh, hi, Nikki. That's incredibly healing. That's how it felt when I wrote my book. It was a real challenge to write the book, but just getting it all down on paper and getting it all outside, out of me, was very healing and a big step to my healing process too. So yeah, absolutely that counts. And really write from the heart. Just, set a block of about 30 minutes. And at first, if nothing's coming out, just write whatever is going through your head. If it's a lot of self-talk about, I don't know why I'm doing this, it's silly, yada, yada, write that. And eventually then, once you clear out all that negative self-talk, the good stuff will start to flow. And you'll really get to the heart of the matter. And that is why I do this show every week, Heart of the Matter with Helen Murray. Because, oh, there's my mom. Hello, happy Wednesday to you. Because it is important to get to the heart of the matter. And sometimes we don't know what the heart of the matter is without a little bit of guidance. And so again, I said it back in week 1 when I started, and I'll say it again today. If you guys have topics that you want me to talk about, I would love to hear those from you. Otherwise, I'll keep going. And everything in life is a mirror. We are all mirrors of each other. And I attract you into my life because there's something that we need to do together and vice versa. So chances are, if you're struggling with something, there's part of me that's struggling with that same thing. And that's why we keep meeting up. I forget where I was going with that, but I'll just keep going. But yeah, we're all a mirror. And so, if you recognize things in the world that are bothersome to you and irritate you and agitate you and get you kind of wound up, then those are things you need to look at within yourself too. And those are areas you need to work on releasing and letting go, and asking yourself, why? Why does that upset me? Why do I need to hang on to that? What part of that is feeding me with what I need? What is it that I need from that agitation or that upset or that interaction with that person, right? And what then can I learn to release and let go? Because it's important we also know to hang on to our own energy and our own stuff and separate from other people's energy and their stuff. We don't need to take it all on. Yeah, so for those of you just joining, I did say that I'm offering card readings again for anybody who joins live. How do you release and let it go? It takes work, Nikki, but really trust is the answer. Trusting in yourself, trusting in your higher power, knowing that you will always be supported by the universe, and having the trust to just let it go, and you will receive not always exactly what you want, but what you need, what you desire, and it may show up in a different way than you've planned. And I was saying that is the hardest part of all of this stuff, is that final release part. But the magic happens when you've released, when you've given up control, when you let go. That's when things will start to happen for you. And in all honesty, that is where I'm stuck. I had a chat yesterday with somebody who I think is just an incredible person and a really good mentor. And, that's where I'm stuck. And until I can really learn to just let it go and trust completely in the universe, I'm going to stay stuck where I am, playing small and playing safe. And I was saying as well, Nikki, that the issue is that we fear losing what we have more than changing so we can become the new person to have what we are desiring in future. And so it's just easier to stay where we are than to get out of our comfort zone, to get out of our own way and accept the growth that we are supposed to have. And it's a process. And yes, there are all kinds of tools and techniques. Heart breathing is one that I think is incredible. And again, if you'd like a card reading, definitely type in the comments that you would like a card reading, and I will get in touch with you and set up a time that works for both of us. And I was also saying, as of since my Heart of the Matter last week, I have been in receipt of a beautiful gift, and I am now able to feel people's energies when I do the card readings. So I can feel what's actually physically happening in your body, which then helps me give a much more accurate card reading. So if you're interested in that, definitely type in that you'd like that, and I'll set that up for you. But anyways, food for thought today, getting to the heart of the matter with Helen Murray, all about release and let go and how we do that, and trusting the process and moving forward. And again, it is a process, and yes, I'm feeling stuck in there too. So Sarah says, I can attest for her feeling. It happened. Yes, very strong with Sarah's reading, actually. So, all right, signing off, and I will see you next Wednesday at noon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make it a happy day. Take care. Bye.